Hello everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. Guys, we got us another beer mail package from Greg. He has sent us, looks like some tasty beers from his neck of the woods as usual. This beer is from Trillium, world-class brewery. They're up in Massachusetts, and this is their Munich Dunkel. And this is a 5% beer here, guys, and it's a lager, but this is going to have a whole lot more taste than your macro lagers, guys. Plus, being a Munich Dunkel, it's going to be a little darker. It's going to have a little more caramelly, toppy, biscuity, crackery. Date on the bottom is 8/21/23, and timestamp beside that. Nothing else pertinent on the label, but it's got the date and the ABV there, guys, and that's the two things that we're looking for. And I don't have a description here on Untappd for it, so fairly new release. Let's get it into the glass. Greg, thanks a bunch, my brother, for the beers. They are very much appreciated, and guys, y'all can see that it's more like a caramel color coming out. It's definitely a darker beer. Darker malt, sweeter beer. This is a very, very nice change up for me, and probably for a lot of people that drink lagers on a regular basis, which I don't anymore. A little over a finger of head on that, guys, and I can see light right through it, especially the thin part down here, guys. I mean, I can see right through it. So, good looking beer, and I'm sure it's going to be tasty coming from Trillium. Through the nose we go. Oh yes, that smells awesome. Biscuity, crackery, caramel, toffee. Oh man, that smells so good. Almost like bread. Wow, let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers, Greg. Super tasty, guys. I mean, that has so much more taste than just a standard lager. Very, very tasty. This kind of beer will go well with just about any food. I mean, at 5% on top of that, this is a session beer. I mean, someone with this much taste, and being Trillium, I'm sure it's not a cheap beer to buy, but you pay for that quality, guys, and this is no exception. You can have a 10 beer in a 5%, and you can have a 10 beer in an 8 or a 9%. I mean, depends on what you like to drink, guys. There's just as much flavor in something like this that you're going to get out of something that's going to have a lot more alcohol, like a double IPA or something. So, not hoppy, but more taste. And easier drinking, because there's a lot of people that don't care for super hoppy beers or hoppy beers, period. It is an acquired taste. So this is definitely not a hoppy beer. And being a lager, different fermentation style than a IPA or any other ale beer would be instead of a lager. So very tasty, guys. So it's time to go sip on it. Hey! Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. Been sipping on it about an hour, almost an hour, about 45 minutes or so. That is so smooth and easy drinking. A nice change up for me. A year or two ago, I probably wouldn't have been as impressed with this style of beer, and I have reviewed a lot of Munich Dunkels. I appreciate this style of beer more than I probably would have 4 or 5 years ago. It's a nice change up since I drink so many IPAs and double IPAs to have something just a little different. It probably wouldn't be something I would pick up for myself because of the 5%, but it's a very nice change up that you could session if you so choose to. So very nicely done, and I'm probably going to go against the grade on this one, guys, because it's so well done. I mean, I don't think it's a tin beer. There are probably people that would argue with that, and I wouldn't argue with that if they thought it was. So, I mean, if you're into this style of beer, this is probably one of the gooder ones, better ones, gooder ones. So, very enjoyable. The other half even liked it, gave her some, and she said, yeah, that's tasty. So, a lot tastier than your typical macro lager. Final chug. That is so tasty. So tasty. I like it, guys. Dates on it, ABVs on it. To me, it's an A beer, guys, and that's where I'm going to put it. It's a 95 to me, and that's where I'm going to put it. Like I said, I'm going against the grade. It's a new release. Beer Advocate doesn't have it listed. And over to Untappd, they've only had 91 people come in on this beer so far. So, and they have the 3.95, which is in their upper end of their B+. I'm 2 grades above that. I'm into the solid A for me on this one, guys. It is what it is. I mean, if you're expecting something other than a 5% Munich Dunkel, you bought the wrong beer. I'm so sorry. But for a 5% Munich Dunkel, to me, my palate, I think it's very, very well made. So I enjoyed this. Super tasty. 95 for me. So if you've had this new release from Trillium, Munich Dunkel, pick it up if you can. If you're in the vicinity where you can go by one of their places and pick it up, you ought to try it. I mean, at least buy one, see what you think. If you like it, buy more. Alright, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Again, thanks to Greg for the beer mail. It is very much appreciated, as well as everybody that sends me beers, the breweries, the subscribers. Neil's been sending me beers, and he contacted me again and told me he has another package. This will be the 3rd one in close proximity there, one after the other almost. And I do appreciate it, guys. It is so much, because I've been lagging on my end and not trying to keep up with it, but I have done so many beers, and people ask me still for openers and t-shirts. Guys, those are gone. I don't see them being reordered. So if you've got one, you've got a collector's item, but I don't see me reordering those. They just sit around, and I know I can have them go to sites and they'll make them as people order them, so that may come to tuition. But I think I'm getting down on the lower end of the road, going downhill now, not as far as health, but a lot of the beers that I've done, I don't know what else I can still keep trying new release beers and stuff, but there's not any new beer craze right now. It ain't like the black IPAs were when they first come out, and then the New England style beers when they came out. So until the next big thing comes around, I don't know what else to say, but we'll just keep chugging along. So if you've had the Munich Dunkel from Trillium, let me know what you think. Till meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.